Hi everyone. So we are in the week 4th and let's check our weekly schedule for this week. So now that you know that from week 3rd we have shifted our earlier method, and earlier we were doing the videos only from Monday to Friday. Now we do it from Monday to Saturday because now it is on an alternate basis. So earlier it was on a regular basis, like 4 videos a day, which was very much difficult for both me and most of the learners, because that is what as a feedback I received. So I think this method is going pretty well. At least for me, it's going okay. And you can just let me know in the comment section if it was okay for you for the previous week. But let's just quickly check the weekly schedule for week 4. So we are targeting it from May 23rd to 28th, 2022. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you will have Indian polity scheduled at 9 a.m., Modern Indian history scheduled at 9 p.m., Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, geography scheduled at 9 a.m., and environment and ecology scheduled at 9 p.m. Quickly checking. So for Indian polity, lecture number 13 will be on the schedules of the Constitution of India and the associated PYQs. Now there are many PYQs from this topic also, and the previous one that we did, parts, articles, sources of the Constitution. So we had not checked the PYQs then, which we will cover here itself. So this is going to be a very enriching series for you, and you will see almost every year, or let's say alternate year, you have a question on the schedules in all the examinations conducted by UPSC. So please do not take this lightly. Going ahead, lecture 14 is your concept of power sharing and types of government. Now here again, this lecture, it has again taken me around more than 2 hours. I would say roughly, actually less than 3 hours, slightly less than 3 hours. So almost 3 hours to finish this topic, studying about this from different sources and coming to a conclusion that how I should present it to you. So therefore the concept of power sharing, this is a chapter borrowed from NCERT, and this has been from different online resources, and this is again going to be a very enriching source and coupled with PYQ. Then the details of the different kinds of government will be followed. So the first session we will have will be on the democratic form of government. Each and every possible detail which is given in your NCERTs. I have already given you the content list. कौन सा चैप्टर कहाँ से पढ़ना है, कौन सा चैप्टर नंबर है, सो वो यू विल रेफर फ्रॉम देयर. बट अ very enriching series about the democratic form of government, pros, cons, arguments in favor, against, and all of that. Going ahead with modern Indian history lecture series. So we are already, we have done about the rise of the British power, right? Rise of the British power काफ़ी डिटेल में देखा है हमने. कर्नाटिक वॉर्स देखे हैं, प्लासी एंड बक्सर देखा है. Now we have to go ahead with the story continuation, that after the rise of the power, how did they expand and consolidate it? Because they ruled for almost 200 years. So how did this story happen? ये तो हमें समझना है ना. So for that expansion and consolidation, firstly we will have a very important background story wherein I will introduce you to the terms like differences between imperialism and colonialism, the importance of, or let's say the background of the British imperial history, how things happened, etc etc. ठीक है, तो ये कोई ऐसा रिविजन नहीं है. दिस इज़ गोइंग टू बी अगेन वेरी एनरिचिंग एज कम्पेयर टू जो भी यूजुअल रिविजन सीरीज होती है, because new things will be covered here. Then in that only, how will you see the expansion? Firstly, understanding about their wars with Mysore and Marathas. So Anglo-Mysore and Anglo-Maratha wars will be covered here. And then how did they expand in the nearby frontiers like Nepal, Burma and Afghanistan, and also the northern part of India, Sindh, Punjab and Awadh. And of course we will have to see the पंजाब में जब आप करेंगे तो आप एंग्लो सिख वॉर्स कवर करोगे, तो यहाँ पे एक वॉर और यहाँ पर 2 वॉर. ठीक है, सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द डिटेल ऑफ इट. बेसिकली एक्सपेंशन एंड कंसोलिडेशन ऑफ ब्रिटिश पावर इन इंडिया, उसका सारा ब्रॉड हम इस वीक में ख़त्म कर लेंगे. Going ahead with the next one, geography and environment. Now you will see that only one slide I have introduced here. The reason is because we are doing the details of the convergent plate boundaries. I have already given you 2 lectures on oceanic convergence. Now please understand, it really takes a lot of time because these topics are not given in detail in your textbooks, and they are asking you the mains question also. And I hope you understand that you get the marks in the examination in this exam only, mains only stage, wherein you get the marks. Prelims तो आप qualify कर जाते हो, that is not counted. ठीक है, मेंस का ही सबसे ज़्यादा हाई वेटेज होता है, एंड द क्वेश्चंस दे आर आस्किंग इन मेंस, इट्स सम ऑफ द क्वेश्चन टॉपिक्स विच आर नॉट इवन कवर्ड इन एनसीईआरटी. तो आई हैव टू टेक द हेल्प ऑफ n नंबर ऑफ सोर्सेज टू सिंप्लीफाई थिंग्स फॉर यू दैट इट रिमेन्स टू द लेवल ऑफ जीएस ओनली, ऑप्शनल ना पहुँच जाए. ठीक है, उतना हाई लेवल नहीं होना चाहिए. सो एक लेक्चर जो कि 20 से 22 मिनट या 25 मिनट का होता है, फॉर दैट आई नीड अराउंड 4 to 5 hours to prepare. So please, and all of this is free of cost. Now please understand, this is highly, I would say, humiliating for me. कि it takes time, it takes effort, it takes energy, and then there is very, very meager response, in fact, for all of these sessions. So I'll just experiment it for maybe, half or 1 more month. If this goes well, good enough. Otherwise, I will have to discontinue. And it will be your loss, because the topics you are doing will be just left out in between, and it will make no sense. Now, you have to decide if you're liking the quality, how do you support and help. I am leaving it on you. So the converging plate boundaries, I have not given the details for all of these lessons. The reason being, क्योंकि उसमें हमें जैसे ओशनिक हमने कर लिया. Now we have to see the details of oceanic continental and continental. Now how much time each of these topics will take, I am not pretty sure. So the whole week, of course, 3 lectures, 37, 38, 39, we will discuss the details of different types of convergent boundaries. Similar goes for your environment ecology section. So in the lecture number 27, which I have just forgotten to mention here, but you can just remember, lecture 27 will be the continuation of the PYQ series that we were doing from the previous class, because there are so many questions, because the topics were so many, like food chain, food web, trophic levels, the pollutants, the biogeochemical cycle, ecological succession. So of course the number of questions were very much. Lecture number 26 also, we have covered a lot many PYQs. The series will be continued in lecture number 27. And then the 28 and 29, we will have our discussion starting with terrestrial ecosystem, which you know as biome. Now, इसमें हमें एक detail समझना है. And there are so many terrestrial ecosystem. For example, we have the tundra one, then we have the grassland, then we have the forest, desert, तो इन सब का डिटेल करना है, तो फिर हम उसको एक एक करके उसमें कवर करेंगे. सो दिस वॉज अ ब्रॉड प्लान फॉर योर नेक्स्ट वीक. आई होप you will also understand that there is some responsibility lying with you. For example, in your polity, you study about fundamental rights, but you also understand about fundamental duties. So similar goes here, that if you are getting something, you should also understand that what should be your responsibility. So see you guys in the next lecture. Thank you so much till then. Bye bye. Take care.